All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arachak Wadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and bishops at the great millstone, I rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is just an impromptu. And as I'm in route, just left the plantation. But just to start it off, prayers is going up, of course, for the Akim in the southeast portion of Babylon. The Akim out in the Tampa Bay area and in Florida and any other surrounding areas. Much prayers going out, for the brothers and all the brothers and sisters. Just sending prayers up for them brothers, man, that the Lord protect and shield them brothers, man. Because we know that this next one that's getting ready to come, this one is going to be with the hand of the so-called hand of God. Which is interesting how it started off as a lower level storm, but then out of nowhere it exploded into a category 5, a hand of God. So this one's going to be a lot worse than Hurricane Helene. All right, so we're going to send prayers up, and I'm pretty sure the Lord's going to definitely deliver those brothers. The brothers going to be in safe hands. But it's not looking too good for the average peon in Babylon. All right, because what we're witnessing is 2nd Ezra 15 is looking more and more clearer when dealing with prophecy. All right, because when you read 2nd Ezra 15, where it talks about how the Lord is pretty much displeased and fed up with the wickedness going on in the earth, so it has to be met with different levels of judgment. He said, I will no longer hold my tongue as concerning their wickedness, which the wicked do exercise. As the wickedness is exceedingly great. So he said that he would visit this place with judgment, with plagues, destruction, the sword, famine. And he even said, when you read further down, I believe it's like around the 12th or 13th verse, it talks about how Egypt will mourn, and the foundation of it will be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. All right, and we've seen that the Lord is tearing through this place, infrastructurally, attacking your food supply, your supply chain, damaging the infrastructure, damaging your lands and fields, so that the farmers, they will have nothing to work with because everything is polluted, contaminated, and destroyed. So it's going to have a lingering effect, on the economy. And meanwhile, while that's going on, the government is taking its care elsewhere. They're keeping their care on the other side of the world, protecting the who's and sending all the aid that they can be using towards their own citizens over there with them, which is an ultimate smack in the face, which is extreme case of a betrayal seen from a government against its own citizens. And that's what's going to lead to that sedition that it further goes on to talk about. Sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their acts shall stand in their power. That's getting into that whole process of revolt, civil war, unrest. And that's what we're gonna see, because the people are fed up. They're seeing how the government is handling these situations, and it's all type of questions around how what just happened with North Carolina, after the previous hurricane, how that there was some incentive for that area to get destroyed and get rid of the people, because there's a certain resource that happens to be in that area, and you can't put nothing past E. The scriptures talk about how he covered after fields and take lands by violence, so who knows? That's part of that's what people are starting to question. It's part of the conspiracy, and it's all alleged, man, that Esau is using weather modification and weaponizing these storms and hurricanes, and having the power to actually push and make these whirlwinds travel in a certain direction, and Esau, he has that left hand power. It says that when it says, because it is in the power of their hand, when you read Micah 2 and 1, look up that word for power. The word there is Allah. So he definitely has that left hand power. And we know that the Most High, he's in control. Like it tells us in Amos 3, was that 3 and 6, if a trumpet have been blown, shall not the people be afraid? And if evil be done in the city, was it not the Lord that done it? It also says in Nahum that the Lord has his way in the storm, and in the whirlwind. So nothing can be done without the Most High's permission, so to speak. I mean, the Lord, he allows certain things to get carried out for specific purposes, and Esau is definitely showing that he's the man of sin, the son of perdition, because he'll destroy his own people just to get what he wants. Now, mind you, I speak as a man. Maybe I might be reaching, maybe not, but it's interesting that you got these two back-to-back hurricanes, and this one that's coming, Hurricane Milton, is literally going to be a hand of God. So this is going to be on the level of Katrina. Now it could die down by the time it get to landfall. Who knows? But so far, the report is saying that Florida is in for the brunt end of this storm, this hurricane, this whirlwind. And this is all happening right before the election, right? 2024. Now, if y'all remember, going back not a decade ago, 2 decades ago, 20 years ago, you had right before the election, where you had John Kerry going up against Bush. This was, when Bush got his second term. Right before that, you had 2 hurricanes that hit in the Gulf. You had one by the name of Francis, and you had another one by Ivan. I don't know if y'all if y'all remember that. All right, but you had Hurricane Ivan and also Hurricane Francis. And I believe Hurricane Francis, even though I think it was a lesser category than Ivan, but if you actually look at the travel, it has the exact same route as the Hurricane Helene. And Florida got touched, North Carolina got touched. All right, you had parts of the Caribbean that got touched. And then you had Hurricane Ivan. They said it got up to a Category 5. And that one hit Florida. It hit Louisiana. It hit parts of Texas, Alabama. I believe the Bahamas. Basically parts of the Caribbean. I believe Puerto Rico. But It's just interesting that that happened right before those elections, and then now you got these two back-to-back devastating hurricanes that's getting ready to run through the land of the southeast of Babylon right before this election. And the current administration right now, they showing all types of gives no fucks. All right, just straight negligence. They don't even care. Their focus is over there in Israel. You Kamala over there planting trees because it's October 7th. This marks the year anniversary to the whole Hamas invasion or whatever. They're showing more care towards them than their own citizens. So that's definitely a smack in the face, and people are paying close attention to it. It's right in the people's face that your government has pretty much sold you out. and it's mainly Esau that's going to catch the most feelings, because this is in their mind, in their eyes, this is their country. So seeing this act of betrayal from its own government, this is going to push further of that revolting spirit in the midst, where you're going to start to see more people want to basically align themselves against this current government, this current administration. All right, and that leads for sedition. All right, prophecy is speaking loud and clear, man. Isaiah 19 in verse 2. And he will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You know, every man will fight against his brother, and every man against his neighbor, city against city, and you know, kingdom against kingdom. And then you're going to see the demoralization of society. The spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst. So the Lord is breaking this place down, man. He is smiting the foundation of this place, man, with straight up punishment and plague. So at any moment in time, it can pop off. It could be war. And dealing with the state of North Carolina, you know, seeing how they was left for dead, and then you had FEMA, you know, they was trying to prevent the citizens from aiding the people that were affected, allegedly. You know, they got smacked in the face with a $750. Like, that's gonna, you know, what the hell is that gonna do? Groceries for a month, you know, full tank of gas, maybe a stay at a motel for a few days. That's horrible, man. Meanwhile, billions is going overseas to them devils. So they're seeing all this and they're taking it all in. This is gonna fuel that revoltive energy. Okay. But dealing with North Carolina is one of those swing states. So you can see how it's important in an election. Florida been sending aid, or was trying to send aid from their state to North Carolina, and I don't know what happened, or if it's getting blocked. And we know Florida is a red state. So I don't know, there might be conspiracy behind that. The fact that you got other states, neighboring states, red states in particular, stepping in to try to, you know, extend aid to them. And FEMA, they don't want that. And then I heard that North Carolina State Police were threatening to arrest FEMA if they try to stop people from providing aid for the people in the state. So you seeing right now is the development. It's going to be straight up clash. So it definitely will matter who gets into office come November 5th. All right, it's going to be, man, that's a determining factor, man. But hey, may the dominoes fall where it may. Because this is all going to lead to the destruction or downfall of Babylon, man. Babylon is fallen, man. And the Lord said, take balm for her pain. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You know, so you nations that are still in the country, pay attention to the direction. It's not looking too good. You shouldn't want to stay here. You know, if you seen that you witnessing the trajectory of things and how things are moving, this place is getting ready to fall right on its face, man. It's collapsing, and the government already done betrayed the people. They about to witness that cruel Lord that the prophecy in Isaiah 19 speaks of. All right, they about to move in with just straight tyranny. You know, that dragon he's getting ready to speak. You know, we need to get rid of free speech. You're at that devil Hillary Clinton. She was saying that we need to, you know, basically put a hold on social media, or we're gonna lose control. Control of what? What was she talking about? Control of the narrative. Because this devil is getting exposed left and right through social media. It's the modern means of communication where people are getting information and they're starting to, you know, figure things out. And the more that comes out, the more this devil is being exposed. So that's why he's coming with all type of legislation to come against free speech. All right. There's a lot of talking right now. So it's very interesting, man. We're gonna see how this plays out. But hey, you know, send heavy prayers up for the Akim, you know, down there in Florida, man. You know, because they saying this is gonna be devastating. You know, it's already bodies that they still finding just from Hurricane Helene, and now you got Milton. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Back to back. You know, right before the election year. So, you know, we shall see, man. But that's just stay focused, stay circumspect. All right, constantly watching, observing. You know, the scriptures say the prudent foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, prepare himself. But the simple, you know, look on and are punished. You know? So, yeah, man, the Lord is, he's visiting this place. This is all part of the visitation of the Lord upon Babylon. And it's only going to get worse from here on out, man. We're just in the beginning of sorrows, leading into the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, a lot of these wicked niggas that live in Florida, they're going to get affected. You know, a lot of wicked ass Benjaminites, Haitians, Levites. You know, you got Ephraim down there. You know, and I only pray that the Lord covered, you know, the Akim down there. The hell with Jake. They can all get flushed out. You know, all them juju, brujeria, voodoo, witchcraft, practicing niggas down there. May they get flushed. But may the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, Shamar Ha'akim. All right. But anyway, you know, it was just a little quick impromptu. You know, just in the spirit. I just wanted to hit the button. And Lord willing, Yahweh edify. Let me give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.